Hello Taurus, and welcome back to my channel, The Divine Torch Tarot. Today I'm going to offer you a reading for the rest of January and February, mostly February. Taurus, I have done a pre-shuffle card for you. I've meditated on your sign, and I've also done a little bit of research on what's happening astrologically for your sign. So I'm going to jump right in, Taurus. First, I'm going to start with my meditation on your sign. What I wrote down is going home feels peaceful, solitude, rest, isolation. So what's coming through Taurus is just having, for so long, and even still, you have a very outward focused mindset. So you may take care of a lot of people. You may be attached to your work, like you may work long hours, or you may sacrifice yourself in relationships. And so what I got, Taurus, is that February is, and even the end of January, is really a time for you to kind of hibernate. You know, I'm thinking of a bear that hibernates in the winter. Kind of that need is coming through Taurus. And what also came through is the awareness that that's probably difficult for you, either because you've been that way your whole life. Also Taurus, right? Like Taurus is one of the hardest working signs in zodiac. Just very consistent, like a bull that just goes and goes and goes and has endurance and strength. And so this is not an issue of, are you able to do it, Taurus? That's not a question. It's just a matter of shifting your energetic output from going outward toward others and more inward towards yourself. I will also say that some of you may have relocated. You may be reorganizing, remodeling something around your home, because not only did it come through as like home as in your heart's mind space inside yourself, but also your home, like your literal home. I feel like there's some of you that had a roommate situation that wasn't working out, and so you've decided to move out. Spirit's saying this is a very good move for you. It was a wise decision. You weren't happy there. Others of you are wanting more space. So just this thing around home is very significant in February, Taurus. All right, let's see what's happening for you astrologically. Let's see, we have the full moon on the 16th, and Mercury retrograde is going to be Mercury is in retrograde until the 4th. And so you may want to hold off on signing any contracts, making big purchases, traveling until after the 5th if you can. Okay, Taurus, it says promoting ideas, sharing information, promoting ideas to the world, new career, meaning and purpose. So this is kind of opposite of what I was getting in my meditation, which is interesting. But yeah, according to astrology, it's kind of like you're going to have this urge to put ideas out there, put ideas and information out into the world. So I'm super curious now to see what your cards say, Taurus. So yeah, let's get started. Alrighty then. Taurus. Flexibility. Ooh, look at that tiger there. That is gorgeous. Flexibility. What's coming through, Taurus, is you are in this space trying your best to stay centered while expressing your needs, while expressing your wants, expressing your expectations. So you may be a boss who manages people. This might be in a relationship. This might even be with your very own self of like, okay, that's what didn't work. Let me work on what I believe is going to work, what I know is going to work for me. So just being flexible in that sense. Mountain lights, light beings, portal settle. So this is my card for leadership. And you see at the top of the mountain, this is like someone who's reached the top of the mountain, who knows how to get up there, who has the experience and the wisdom that maybe someone at the bottom of the mountain might not know. So this does go in line with, sharing your ideas, sharing your wisdom and your expertise with others. Soulmating, yeah, relationship. Strong relationship negotiation is coming through. For some reason, needing to be flexible in relationships somehow. So take that as it resonates. Your person may want to slow things down a bit. They may want to take a break, or they may express some needs to you that spirit is wanting you to be open to. Taurus, I think that one of your challenges might be listening instead of talking or giving. So you may want to work on listening with attentiveness and with the intention to understand and examine, versus listening with somehow relating it to something that you know already, or something that you have something to say about. I hope this isn't hurtful or offensive in any way, but I have to say it because it's coming through. The term I'm hearing is know-it-all. No one wants a know-it-all. And so as a Gemini Taurus, that's really hard. That would be really hard for me to kind of hold back in that way. But I really feel like that's what's coming through. And what spirit wants you to know is just by, you don't have to say anything, and people can learn by being in your presence. You don't have to speak words. You don't have to say, oh yeah, I know that. Or actually, there's this show, The Office, and one of the characters is, Oscar. And there was an episode where they were kind of like pointing out the fact that he says actually a lot after someone says something. And so that's kind of the vibe I'm getting here, Taurus. It's like someone might say something or like state a fact, or to them it's a fact. And in your mind, you're like, actually, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And so, Spirit's kind of wanting you to, I don't know why I'm getting this, because it seems so opposite of what the astrology is. But it's kind of like Spirit wants you to be flexible and like, kind of just generate some awareness around, just because you know the answer doesn't mean you have to give it all the time. So, yeah, it's just what's coming through. The end of a tough cycle approaches. So I'm actually relieved to get this card, because I was feeling so much around that message that just came through around like not being a know-it-all, basically. I was like, oh my God, okay, new message. Like, so there's just this discomfort that you're gonna feel in having to hold back a little bit. And so, what I think is gonna happen is there's gonna be one aspect of your life where you are gonna have to express and put out ideas. And then there's gonna be another aspect of your life where you're kind of being asked to hold back a little bit. So it might be like, okay, in your relationships, hold back a little bit. Like, you don't have to always have something to say about something. Whereas maybe in your career, you need to put forth new ideas, or it may be flipped, take it as it resonates. But I'm kind of feeling this, this weird tension, but let's see if the cards can clarify. Show the world the real you. So that's in reverse. I usually don't take reversals, but this does seem significant in that you might feel like every time you, and I don't like to use, what is that? Like, I don't want to say every time, but you often feel like what you have to say what you have to say is not valued. And so there's this resentment that you have inside of you. And so that's the dynamic that is fostering this actually, or like having to correct people, or, so this is a challenging reading, Taurus. I'm not really sure what to say other than I just need to take it a step at a time and see what the cards say. But that's what this card's about, is like you have this resentment inside of you because you feel like so often you try and give advice or give correct facts and people don't take it in. And what you have to understand is there's subconscious process running that turns people off to what you have to say. So this, I don't know, it's such a difficult message to deliver because for me that would be hard to hear. But I guess you need to hear it. Okay, adjacent possibilities. What Spirit wants you to know is there are other ways of communicating where you can get through to people. So you might feel like you say things and then you get a door shut, like you're talking to a closed door, basically. What Spirit's saying is there are other ways to communicate. And this door here specifically is standing out, the one on the floor, is because they're wanting you to go into your subconscious and see what is this something you're carrying around, not being taken seriously, not being valued. There's something there, Taurus, that you're being asked to look at, and it seems vague and foggy, and I don't know why, but it is what it is. Transformation. So you are going to transform this. You are going to resolve this, which is good news. Beauty. Oh, Taurus, and it's quite a beautiful thing. But what's coming through more so on this is, notice the doors here, and I was talking about home, but also beauty. You're really, I don't know if your intention is beauty or what, but I just feel like beauty in home, but also beauty in relational interaction. Like that's something that you're striving for. It's like you want to have beautiful, healthy, loving, supportive relationships. And so just kind of like holding that intention is bringing out all of these things that are blocking you from having that in the moment. Okay, you got hummingbird. It did. Wait, how did I pull it out? So is that? Okay, so it is upright. All right, so you got hummingbird. So that's cute. We'll read about that in a second. Crystal Skulls is this card, this blessing card here. So you're really wanting clarity. This is about, making the unknown known. And with your intention, it's going to unfold. You're going to gain that clarity on how to move forward. Sign from heaven. Yeah. Things are going to unfold. You're going to understand. This is all, even though it's a little cloudy and fuzzy to me, Taurus, it's going to make very clear sense to you, which is a relief because here, first step. First step is setting your intention, becoming aware of what's happening for you, both psychologically, emotionally, and relationally. The stone that you got is Larimar. Do you have an affinity with dolphins? Time to spend time by the ocean. Connect with healing, salty energy of the seawater and its cleansing properties in order to support your health, physically and emotionally. So this is from Archangel Thuriel. And the mantra that Archangel Thuriel wants you to hold is, I breathe in life completely. I am in touch with my emotions. It is easy for me to relax into the ebb and flow of life. I am balanced, whole, and complete. You may want to take an Epsom salt bath, Taurus. All right, positive affirmations. Super important for me personally is that when I'm unearthing and digging up all of these unconscious processes, blockages, it's really important for me personally. I make it a point to shower myself with positive affirmations. Why? Because it's easy to look at the things that we've been doing that aren't working, that aren't beneficial to others, especially if you're someone who likes to help people. It's hard to be like, oh, whoa, okay, I was doing that wrong. And so it's easy to get down on yourself or judge yourself. But when you do positive affirmations, it kind of like balances out that, for me anyway. Read. So you're being guided to read That might be a soothing practice for you. Home help. This is my card for don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it. Okay, so for those of you who are moving or remodeling, or maybe you're painting a bedroom or something, don't be afraid to ask for help. You don't have to do it alone. Yes. That was in reverse. So I'm not sure what that's about yet, but let's see if we can get more clarity. Take action. So these are both in reverse. And so I think, well, let me just tune in. Okay, awesome. Thank you, Spirit. So what they're saying is, yes, you do have the answer. Yes, you know a lot. Yes, you have a lot of knowledge and wisdom. But do you always have to speak or act on that? No, you don't. And that might be a hard pill for you to swallow, Taurus. But more importantly, what they're wanting to work on is the internal reaction you have when you hold back. How do you mitigate that? How do you soothe that feeling of frustration, anger, whatever it is that comes up for you? You are limitless. You can do anything you choose. So freedom coming through strong. You might be stepping into this energy of freedom, feeling like you're free, like, oh, my throat. You know what, Taurus? I think my throat closed last time. Oh my God. I do. I remember, Taurus. What the heck? Last, your 2022 predictions reading, my throat was closing so hard, like for a good, 5 minutes, and it's starting to happen again. So I'm feeling called to this card, the hummingbird. I'm not sure if it was in reverse or not, so I'm going to kind of explore both, but I do think it was, I think I just flipped it awkwardly. Let's see. 44. I hope this, oh, joy. If hummingbird is your personal medicine, you love life and its joys. Your presence brings joy to others. That's what he's saying, like just by being present, that's enough. You join people together in relationships which bring out the best in them. You know instinctively where beauty abides. Aww, here. Near or far, you journey to your ideal. You move comfortably within a beautiful environment and help others taste the succulent nectar of life. That's exactly it. Taurus is like, not only is this talking about creating beauty in your home, but it's also talking about beauty in relationships. And there's something very, very beautiful and humble about someone who can gracefully, remain silent and accepting when you see someone else. When you see someone else's process or beliefs or whatever. All right. Hummingbird holds the bow of beauty, which is delicately, oh my God, I don't know what's happening. Taurus, the throat speaking thing is so, hold on. All right, so I just asked angels for clarity, and they're saying you need to understand when to speak and when not to speak. That's what this whole throat thing is about. Thank you so much. Take that. You're welcome, and run with it. All right. Sorry, I'm just frustrated with the throat. It's so uncomfortable. If hummingbird has flown into your cards, get ready to laugh musically and enjoy creator's many gifts. Drop your judgmental attitude and relax. There it is. Hummingbird will no doubt give you a flash of the spirit, darting here, there, and everywhere. Get ready for a strange new burst of energy which may send your senses reeling. Hummingbird hears celestial music and is in harmony with it. Hummingbird may invite you to an art museum or a concert. Hummingbird energetically embraces the highest aesthetics. Never be coarse in front of hummingbird, for this is a fragile medicine, which may have no understanding of worldly affairs. Beauty is the target, and hummingbird's mission is to spread joy or be destroyed. Hummingbird quickly dies if it's caged, caught, or imprisoned. Follow sister hummingbird, and you will soon be filled with, oh gosh, I don't know this, paroxysms? I have to look that up. I don't know what that means. But it says, will soon be filled with paroxysms of joy and experience a renewal of the magic of living. So yeah, this, even though it was hard in the beginning to deliver, I'm really now connecting with what a blessing this is for you, hummingbird. I called you hummingbird. What a blessing this is for you, Taurus, because this is just going to open up a whole new gateway or a whole new door to living in a way that's way more joyful and has nothing to do with making sure your point gets across or, making sure that you're heard and understood by someone. It's just something way deeper. There it is. Fulfillment, contentment, looking towards the future, finding better ways of doing things that aren't working for you right now. You have the Six of Swords in reverse, the Three of Swords in reverse, Justice. Yeah, so you're done. You're done with the old way of being, because you're going to get glimpses like the hummingbird that shoots in and out. You're going to get glimpses of this message and the benefits of pursuing the guidance in this message. And so you're going to, after you get these glimpses of joy and really, this moonlight, if you can imagine moonlight, the cool mist of moonlight and the light on it, it's like that. I don't know, I sound crazy right now, but it's a really good thing. You have strength in reverse. This is going to be really hard for you, a challenge to look at the lion. It's got a rose in the mouth. Let me turn it this way. A rose in the mouth. If he opens his mouth, the rose is going to fall out. So it's like you love these people. You love the people around you. You love them. But sometimes you can show more love to them by being silent. And look, see how the lion knows. The lion knows all the secrets of the sun and the happiness and joy and how this person can be happier and brighter and more knowledgeable. But the guidance is to remain silent. It's like what's coming up for me right now, Taurus, is an Easter egg hunt. You know how when you're a kid or if you have kids, you hide all the Easter eggs? It's like someone telling you where all the Easter eggs are. There's no fun in that. No one wants to go to an Easter egg hunt when someone's going to tell them where all the Easter eggs are at. Part of the joy that parents experience is watching the children look for the eggs. Oh, are they going to find it? Are they going to find it? So it's kind of like that is the message. Oh, you got justice twice right next to each other. Oh my God, Taurus, holy moly. Wow. So what's coming through is very strong. You are very strong mentally, Taurus. But also what's showing is that you're going to receive some kind of justice in terms of a masculine energy. So either you are a masculine energy or you have a masculine energy coming into your life that is okay, all the bad karma's been paid. Now it's time for justice. The Lovers, look at that. So justice in love. That's awesome. Page of Wands. This person might be younger than you. All right, there's a specific story coming through, but let me just hold on. Okay, so I'm not going to share that story because I'm being guided not to. But what they are wanting me to say is that you have had a hard time letting go of the past. Stubbornness is coming through. Spirit's offering you this new way of relating, but there is a part of you that's a little bit stubborn. Yeah, you might be resistant to this in the beginning. The moon in reverse. Yeah, at some point it's just going to get to be too much where you're like, okay, fine, I get it, got it. Like, I'll shut up. And what makes this even more complicated, Taurus, is that you're going to have, and I think what's making it so much more challenging is your astrological situation is you're going to feel a very strong pull to share, to give. And so I think that's why Spirit is using this time period as an opportunity to train you. It's like, you know how when people, when they want to go climb a mountain, didn't you get that card actually? When they want to climb a mountain, like they'll go train in high altitudes so that way on the day that they actually do it, it's not as difficult. I really feel like that's what's happening. Spirit's like, okay, they're really going to want to share anything and everything that comes to their mind because of the planetary alignments. And so it's kind of like that. It's like training in extreme conditions so that when you do run the race or whatever, climb the mountain, it's not going to be as difficult. So this is going to benefit you in the long run. 3 of Wands. Did you get that earlier? Yeah, you got 3 of Wands twice. Maybe some travel for you. Maybe some travel for you. Wasn't there something about traveling? Anyway, Mercury's in retrograde until the 4th, so you might want to wait until the 2nd week of February if you can. But yeah, what came through the first time was just a clear vision of where you're wanting to go in the future, how you're wanting to be. There's some conflict. It's going to be challenging for you. You're going to be... Spirit is going to push your buttons. Spirit is going to test you. You're going to uncover some, I don't know, maybe you'll have a vision of the past where this all started, where you felt like your sense of identity or your sense of self was validated by having wisdom or knowledge. You're going to come face to face with that belief that, and it could be a cultural thing, it could be a societal thing, it could be your parents made you feel pressured to have to be smart or something. I don't know. But you're going to come head to head with that, and it's going to be a little bit sad. You have the Ten of Wands, the Tower in reverse. What Spirit is saying is that you've already done a lot of this work. You've already done a lot of the work. It's just now is like training time. It's kind of like when you go to driver's ed school and you go into the classroom. Well, I don't know how they do it anymore. Now it's probably online. But anyways, you used to go to the classroom, watch, 3 hours of videos or something, listen to someone talk. Then you do the practice, the training, right? Where you have to sit in the car with a driver's ed or like someone who's older who can teach you. And then you go for your driver's license test and hopefully you pass and you get your license. It's kind of like that. Like they're saying you've already gone to the classroom, you've already listened to the lectures, you've been practicing here and there as best as you can. And now it's like this final training, like when you cram for that test. Ooh. We have the 4 of Wands and the Death card in reverse. So, yeah, they're saying here that you've done a lot of the work. That's coming through again. But I know you got this card before somehow, some way. Sorry for the mess here. It's just 4 is so significant. It keeps... Did you pull like 444 or something? Oh yeah, it was Hummingbird. But also I could have swore there was another one. Could have swore. And I'm not gonna stop till I find it. Not gonna stop till I find it, Taurus. Maybe I lied. Maybe it's... Oh, here's another 4. But maybe it was another reading. Could have swore there was another 4. Okay, I lied. Maybe it was someone else. But yeah, this is about home, foundation, solid, strong relationships. I feel like your communication is just being fine-tuned, Taurus. So that's amazing. I'm going to end it here. I don't know how long I've been going on. I feel like I always spend a lot of time with you, Taurus. And so I thank you so much for tuning in. Please like and subscribe to my channel. I appreciate you and it helps me out. What else, Taurus? I am excited to see you next month. In the meantime, if you need extra support, life's ups and downs, please check the description box below. Because in there, I list all kinds of free resources and what's that called? Sliding scale resources and stuff like that. So, thank you again, Taurus, and I will see you next time. Bye.